In a city that never slowed down, where neon lights reflected ambition and crowds moved with purpose, Zara Khan often felt invisible. Not because she lacked presence, but because she was constantly overlooked, her ideas dismissed, her voice unheard. While others chased validation, Zara carried a quiet dream within her, to build something meaningful through her passion for fashion. Yet every step forward seemed to meet resistance. Rejections piled up, doubts whispered in her mind, and the world around her seemed to say she wasn't ready. But deep down, she questioned that narrative. What if readiness wasn't something given, but something built through persistence? Zara's journey wasn't loud or glamorous. It unfolded in silence, in the small corners of her modest apartment, turned into a creative studio. While the city slept, she stayed awake, sketching designs, stitching fabrics, and pouring her emotions into every detail. Her work wasn't just clothing, it was a reflection of identity, courage, and resilience. Still, reality was harsh. Bills stacked up. Opportunities seemed distant, and loneliness often crept in. There were moments she wondered how long she could hold on, how long she could believe in something no one else seemed to see. But Zara chose not to give up. Instead of seeking approval, she focused on refining her craft. She entered competitions, faced rejection after rejection, yet each no became a lesson rather than a defeat. Slowly, her perspective shifted. Maybe failure wasn't rejection at all. Maybe it was redirection. With that mindset, she leaned deeper into her authenticity, creating designs that truly represented her vision instead of what others expected. One day, with no expectations, she decided to share her work online. At first, there was silence, no likes, no comments, no recognition. But Zara had grown stronger by then. She no longer depended on immediate validation. Days passed, and just when it seemed like nothing would change, a single message arrived. A small boutique had noticed her designs and wanted to feature them. It wasn't a grand breakthrough, but it was enough. For the first time, someone saw what she had always believed in. That small opportunity became a turning point. Zara delivered her collection with a mix of excitement and nerves, still carrying the weight of standing alone. Days later, her designs quietly sold out. There was no massive announcement, no viral moment, just a quiet success that spoke volumes. The city that once ignored her slowly began to notice. Recognition followed, opportunities grew, and her name started to carry weight. But Zara remained grounded. She understood that her strength didn't come from applause, it came from the journey she endured in silence. Looking back, Zara realized something powerful. If everyone had believed in her from the beginning, she might never have developed the resilience that defined her success. Doubt had forced her to grow, to adapt, and to discover her true potential. She was no longer just a designer, she had become a symbol of quiet strength and independence. Standing on a rooftop overlooking the city, Zara reflected on her journey. The same skyline that once made her feel small now reminded her of how far she had come. She no longer needed validation from others because she had built something far more valuable, belief in herself. And that belief had been forged in moments of silence, struggle, and solitude. Her story carries a simple but powerful lesson. Sometimes the greatest strength comes from standing alone. When no one else believes in you, it forces you to either give up or rise stronger. Zara chose to rise, and in doing so, she proved that success isn't always loud or immediate. Sometimes it grows quietly, waiting for the right moment to be seen. So if you find yourself walking a path where no one else seems to understand your vision, remember Zara's journey. What you are building in silence matters. One day, the world may recognize it,
but only if you don't give up first. Because sometimes standing alone isn't a sign of weakness. It's the very place where your true strength is born.